Hi guys, this is Iman with Love Ascension 1111. I do hope you're doing well today. Um, I know it's been a really intense and really perhaps disturbing for some and very uncomfortable time. My heart goes out to everyone who is infected in some way by the events of the world right now, with the coronavirus and so forth. Um, but this reading is just to get a idea of what's going on right now and what message the spirit has for you. I always feel like because I I know so many people who are conspiracy theorists and people who have their ideas about why things are happening. But I always say, even with certain agendas that are put in place in government structures and so forth, there is always a higher purpose for everything that happens. That's just my personal belief. And through that, it's to help shift the collective in some way. And when I say the collective, I say the collective of people in this earth. you know we're all here to support each other and to support humanity in some way, shape, or form. And it's just to find balance within everything that has been happening up until now. And sometimes when the world is, or when the universe is trying to find balance, it's not going to always be pretty. And so therefore we have the situations like this, and this is not the first time things like this have happened in the world, and this won't be the last. Okay. But that's not to say that um I am just like ignoring what's happening. I see it, but I also have to create my own personal peace and my own space, okay, to be able to move through this energy, and which I suggest others do as well. But let's get some information. Let's see what messages spirit has for the collective regarding this time, and what you could focus on. Look at that. I saw the numinous card trying to come out, which these are astral deck cards, the numinous astral deck cards. Um, which these cards, it's funny. It's a lot of stuff going on astral, cosmically too. But I'll talk about that some other time. Okay, so we have 12th house card, we have the Venus card, and we have Jupiter, and we have the Virgo card in reverse, which is interesting because we're in the season of Pisces still at this time, and we have Taurus in reverse. So some of you could be a Taurus, and some of you could be a Virgo. If you Venus rule sign, that would be Taurus and Libra. We have Jupiter, which is Sagittarius, rules Sagittarius. And we have the 12th house, which is Pisces energy. So it's interesting. We got 12th house here, and we have Virgo. So I can tell you right now, there is a need to find a balance with on Earth. And the reason why I say that is because Virgo and Taurus are both Earth signs, okay? And see, this is in reverse, and I take the reverse as the lower level aspects of a Taurus, or the lower level aspects of a Virgo. So when we think of Taurus and the lower level energies, they're possessive, they can be stubborn, and they definitely possessive and stubborn are two of the things that I can think of for sure. um they're just not willing to budge. Like it's just like, and they can be overindulgent. That's another thing, because they're such hedonists. They love to indulge in the pleasures of life. But the thing about that is they can also be overindulgent, where it's just over excess, like excessive, like in everything, food, sex, and alcohol, just whatever it is. It's just no moderation. Like things are not in moderation for them when they're in that lower aspect. Okay. Then we have Virgo energy. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And so this is a sign that talks about communication, but it's also about practicality. This sign too, practicality, and they are about organization. They're very critical at times, which that's a lot of times that's usually what people complain about with Virgos, nitpickers, and they can be super nervous and anxious. And but this is it's in reversal. I'm getting that things are just not very practical right now. Things feel very uneasy, a lot of anxiety going on here, because Virgos does represent anxiety. So let's talk about this. We have the 12th house, which talks about surrendering. This is the house of Pisces, so it's the subconscious, it's the spiritual realm. It talks about the things that we cannot see, okay, but the things that we may be holding on, the self undoing, karma, dreams. There's something here, things from the past or things deep within the subconscious that needs to be released and let go. And it could be things having to do with love, but not necessarily. This is about Venus is about harmony and balance. It is about romance and love and receiving things like that, and pleasure. And attraction, but this is also on a deeper level, especially when we're talking about everything that's going on. We want to surrender things even on a larger scale, so that we can manifest or bring back a balance of love and harmony into the world. And Jupiter is about expansion. This is optimism, being more optimistic, because right now we're in such a state where people are fearful and being pessimistic, and you know and I know those are natural states to get in when chaos happens, but like someone said, I heard someone say it's not to be normalized, which I agree. Because Jupiter is a good energy. It's about expansion, it's about growth, it's about potential. It's luck. So through this surrendering, letting go, and not trying to fight this energy, it brings about a sense of awareness about where you are in life, and how you need to shift, and where you need to grow and expand. Okay. But let's get some more information here. This is just a little bit, just some of the energies that I'm feeling right now. So let's take the Queen of the Moon Oracle and get some additional information. We have patience in reverse. And we have attraction. Look at that, attraction, which Jupiter is about attraction too. Let's get one more. And I like these numbers that are coming up, because 36, the patience card is number 36, and 3 plus 6 is 9 in numerology, and 9 is about completions. So there's something here that needs to complete, which means that you need to let something go, because we do have the 12th house here to surrender. Look at that. Oh my God. I was just talking about this fear. And guess what? We have the Virgo card here, which is in reverse, which I feel like speaks to the anxiety that a lot of people are getting. We are all feeling that anxiety right now, But with Virgo, fear creates anxiety, and fear, and let me show you, discernment. You cannot see past the illusions or past the veil, and you're not supposed to see right now. You can discern the difference between illusions and what is truth. Okay. But also, there is something here where we need to be patient with this process. We have to go with the flow. When we don't go with the flow, and we have all of these expectations of how things should be, it does create a level of fear. And the thing is, that's when you're in a state of fear and you're wanting to attract success, or you want to expand, and you want things to be more lighthearted. You're not gonna attract that, because you're so in your ego. Ego creates fear. So if you want to attract more, something that's going to be potentially better, and something that's going to bring success and happiness, you have to change your mentality. And I know people are going to say, well, what do you think I'm supposed to feel? Well, you tell me. I had to sip my coffee. You tell me what you're supposed to feel, because it's not my job, and it's not the world's job to tell you how you feel either. It's your job. You're in control of your feelings, not the government or anybody else. You know, and that's just true. It's true. It's they're only in control of how you feel if you allow it to be. Nobody else is in control of your happiness or your feelings or your life other than you. If you believe that. But if you believe that your parents or the government or anybody else in this world is controlling you, then that's what it is. It's whatever you say it is. So can we get some clarity here, Spirit? People are very impatient at this time, and I get that, with the energy. Everybody is like, oh my God, everything's so stagnant. And it is. We have the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, commitment, working on something together. And I feel like in the world, people are so, it's too many cards. People are so, used to thinking about themselves. And that's not to say everybody, but we do have a handful of people. I'm going to say more than a handful of people who focus too much on themselves. And this is kind of getting people to come back to that place of focusing on the collective and not just themselves. And look at that. The Magician. The Magician, Gemini energy, this talks about being a master manifester. The power is within you. You see how they're in a meditative state and it seems like they're thinking and they're focusing. They're focusing on what it is that they want. The infinity sign talks about, it's what goes up must come down. What you put out there, you get back. You see that? What I'm putting out there, I'm going to manifest. I'm going to get that back. This is the universe. So what you send out into the universe, you attract. Attraction. So if you're sending out fear, you're going to get more fear-based things. But if you send out what it is that you want, and don't send me these things about, oh, I want to send out that I want $1 million. You guys, you got to stop with that, okay? Listen, even if you say you want $1 million, guess what? It's not going to come in the way that you think it should come. Everybody's not going to get the lottery. Everybody's not going to hit that. But it doesn't mean that you can't have what it is that you desire, even if you don't. You just can't. Everything is not going to be instantaneous gratification. And people have to remember that. I think the more we remember that, the less, irritating it gets when we try to manifest things that we want. You have to be patient. And so, speaking of that, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is Earth energy. So here we are with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy again. We have Nine of Swords in reverse, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we have the Nine of Wands. It's fiery energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, Three of Pentacles in reverse, as I was saying, Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, building something together. But when the Three of Pentacles is in reverse, it's difficulty working with others. And I can see that, even within what's going on right now, people having a difficult time really coming together, putting things, at this time. But it doesn't mean that it won't change. People just have to gather themselves. But this could be difficulty working with others, or there's this need to really listen. Or could be selfishness. I do get that energy too. People, and pushing your own agenda. People do push their own agendas. It's just like this clash of the ego. And I did feel like that is the battle that's going on right now, the battle of the ego, because the ego creates fears. The ego does serve a purpose, but it doesn't serve a purpose in every aspect of your life. And that's where the ego gets out of line. And you have to create boundaries with your ego, is what I feel. And then we have this Nine of Swords in reverse. So the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like, especially with it falling on the attraction card, I feel like what they're saying is there's a need for you to stop talking negative to yourself, or this is an opportunity for you to start your healing journey, like healing yourself from worry and fear and anxiety, and whatever nightmares you may be creating for yourself, because these things, The thing is about attraction is like we're so powerful as being human beings. We don't realize how powerful we are, and our word is everything. Our thoughts are everything. And it's funny, swords in tarot mean thoughts or communication. Okay, and what you think and what you talk about will it will you will attract that. So you have to be careful. People don't realize that, and I've seen it myself, within myself, things that I've said that have come back to me. You have to really be careful about what you say. I'm looking at these numbers right now. We got number 44 and 11. Those are very powerful numbers, manifestation, and this is abundance. 4 plus 4 is 8, reduces to 8. 8 is about abundance, and 8, we have the affinity sign at the bottom of the deck, which is the magician. And oh, look at this, happiness, the sun. So some of you could be a Leo. Sun energy, happiness, ultimate fulfillment, joy. So happy days are upon you when you create it. This is a test for a lot of us. And look at that, fear keeping a lot of us guarded. You see that? The 9 of Wands is about you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, so you're guarded. You're like, I'm not gonna I don't want all this. I don't want to experience that again. I'm very much on guard. On guard just in case. And this is also about standing tall too. It's not always about being on guard in terms of like, I don't want to let somebody in. In this case, this is about you standing tall, being resilient. The final push through this fear. Don't let this fear take you down, guys. That's what I'm getting. Don't let it take you down. You stand tall like this girl. She got her head up. Yeah, I've been through a lot. I sure have. She looked like she been through a zombie apocalypse. And she's like, I'm still standing tall. I'm guarded, and I'm on guard. I'm gonna face my difficulties. I'm motivated to stand tall and face my fears if they come my way. And that's what this is about, facing that fear. Standing tall, being determined, resilient. I love it. All right, so let's see energetically what messages we have from Spirit with the Work Your Light deck. Let's see. And then we're going to get an overall message. I think these are beautiful. Look at that, protection in reverse. Okay, then we get another one. We have transformation in reverse. Oh my God, this is just... Okay, one more. Oh my God, you guys, all right, look. Look at this. At the bottom, Lemira. Lemira talks about creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You guys, you can't fight this. And this is in reverse. Don't fight it. We're trying to create a beautiful new world. Let's not hold ourselves back. Allow this transformation to take place. And creating reality outside of yourself is going through the transformation within yourself. So if you're transforming inside, the transformation happens on the outside as well. So you definitely want to protect yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Maybe you need to cut the cords with certain people. People who have been not supporting you energetically and have been negative around you, creating and helping to induce the fear within you, holding you back from evolving. This transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Guys, don't run away from the deep healing. Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to transform. Nobody stays the same. Everything is evolving. This world is changing. And the sooner you get on board with it, the more comfortable you'll be. And the more happy you'll be too. Okay? And then we have share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Yes. Be yourself. Don't let things hold you back. This anxiety and fear about things that have happened in the past where it's kept you confined to a box, and confined to this cave. Get out. Let your love light shine. Let people know who you are. Express yourself. This is a great time to do so. So let's get the overall message. What is the overall message that you would like people to know, Spirit? What is the overall message? I'm going to get one. What is that overall message? Ooh. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. I just said this, you know. What goes on the inside manifests on the outside. So if you're healing on the inside, your reality heals too. If you're good on the inside, your reality will manifest in the same way. Okay, what are these? Oh, I choose love no matter what. You guys, at the end of the day, it's about love. We said that in the beginning with the Venus card. Love. And the presence of love will always cast out fear. Oh my God, I love this. And the fear card is right under here. Look at that. We're casting out fear, guys. Okay? And look at that. I choose to learn through love. Take it back to love always. Love. Would go have love and compassion and be empathetic. Okay? All right, guys, I'm signing off. Love you guys. Allow yourself to heal. Take this time to release and let go and to focus on yourself. Focus on your family, your loved ones. And we'll talk soon. Peace.